Story is the story of my people. Marin, them. The Spanish called us Serranos when they came and invaded our earth and our land. The story talks about teachings and lullabies and teachings and morals and how, for us as children when we were younger, how to behave and consequences related to that. When my dad was a young man, the lineage of my dad was Louis Marcus was my grandfather, which was his dad. He was Serrano. He married my grandmother, Marcela Torres, which was Cahuilla. They had children. Lloyd Marcus was the oldest. Clarence Bobby Marcus was my father, and Marie Marcus, my aunt. They would often go play as young children. And as they would play, my father was down in the valley, in the rocks. My Uncle Lloyd, who was older, would stand up and watch from a hill. My father would sit. When he was a baby, he had great power. They call him Pool, a shaman. When he was a baby, they had some of his power removed by another shaman. My grandmother didn't want him to have that power. Unbeknownst to my grandmother, my father still had some power. So he would be tired sitting there amongst the rocks. He would start singing, Ushkano, 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 Ushkano. Just put his hand up, and a dragonfly would come upon him, and he would sing the song, and he would put the dragonfly to sleep. That was the type of power he had. There were stories that had meaning. This story has a meaning of to take inventory of herself. As an Indian person, I would go sit and sing the song next to the dragonflies by the water. The dragonfly came to me and landed on me. That meant I was a good person. My spirit was right with myself, with others, the universe, the earth, the people, the land, the animals. If it didn't come upon me and flew away, it meant I had to take some inventory that there was something wrong with me. Ushkano, 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 Ushkano.